This video is going to be a quick start guide on how to play Lethal Company. I'm going to teach you all of the tips and tricks you need to know to get started and to prosper straight away. So let's get into it. First of all, you're going to be greeted with a ship that looks like this, and what you're going to want to do is pull this lever here, and this is going to start the game. So you pull this and it's going to launch your ship into the air. Now once you're in the air, what you can actually do is go over to this terminal here and you can access it. And you can type moons, and when you type moons, this is going to tell you all the different moons that you can go to. So we have the first three, we have experimentation, assurance and vow. Now these are the easiest three, but they have the least amount of loot. Next we have offense and march. These are medium difficulty and they have medium loot. And lastly we have rend, dine and titan. These are very hard difficulty, but they have a lot more loot. Now the first 5 moons are all completely free to travel to, but if you want to travel to the bottom 3 moons, then it's going to cost you credits. When selecting a moon to go to, you need to look at the conditions of the place. So if you see next to offense it says rainy, so that means it's going to be rainy, and if you see next to march it says foggy. You want to avoid ones like stormy and eclipse, especially eclipse because that is going to be super dark and filled with a ton of monsters. But what you want to do is just select a place to go to. I'd recommend starting with experimentation, and we can type confirm. So I've gone ahead and confirmed it, and we are now orbiting over experimentation. So the base goal of this game is you need to go onto the different moons. You need to collect a certain amount of materials that reach your quota. So your quota lasts for 3 days, meaning you have 3 different days you can get stuff on, or in other words 3 different planets that you can go to get your stuff. There's a few different strategies you can use when playing this game. If you're playing solo then there's not many strategies to it, but if you're playing with some friends then one strategy that can work really well is somebody watches on this monitor here, and you'll be able to direct them around the facility so they can find all the items, and you'll be able to see all the mobs and that kind of stuff, while the other person goes and explores. That's the best strategy to get started with. Now before you go out, you're going to want to buy some items, so you want to go to the terminal and type in store, and start off with, I'd recommend getting yourself a pro flashlight and also a set of walkie-talkies. So now I'm going to land the ship, and once I get to the location I should be able to collect my walkie-talkies and my flashlight. Okay, so this rocket here that's just landed is basically my delivery, so that's going to have my walkie-talkies and flashlight in. Now as I'm a solo player, a walkie-talkie is a bit pointless, but if you're playing with friends then they are pretty essential. I'm actually going to go back to the ship with my walkie-talkies and I'm going to drop them because I won't need them for now. Okay, so first of all what we want to do is we want to navigate to the main facility. Now on this map it's very easy to see, it's right in front of you. If you right click on your mouse, you're going to be able to scan the environment and it's going to tell you where the main entrance is. And the main entrance is there, and I'm going to head inside. So the idea here is we need to go through and explore the locations. This here is a landmine, you don't want to step on that, so I'm going to try and avoid that and go a different direction. I'm going to just scan all the time when I'm going round. That way I will be able to see any valuable items. Now one of the benefits of your friend being in the ship telling you where to go is that they will be able to direct you to the best items and tell you if there's any mobs or anything like that. And you see here I found a dustpan, cool. Over here you can actually see a turret, and the turrets will kill you very quickly, so you want to stay out of their line of sight. Over here I actually got some bottles, and bottles are pretty valuable, so I'm going to go and take these and try and escape with them, I think. It can be quite confusing to navigate all by yourself, which is another reason why it's really useful to play with friends and have one inside of the ship, because they can tell you where you should go. Okay, so luckily I've been able to escape from the facility pretty successfully with all these items, and now I'm going to try and take them back to the ship. Now on this world it's pretty easy for you to collect items and take them back, but on other worlds it's going to be a lot harder. You're going to have a lot of mobs, and especially as it gets darker there's going to be a lot of mobs. So now I can go in here, I can drop these items, I'm going to put some on the storage shelf. Now if I right click I can actually see the value of the items, so we've got 116 in value. Pretty cool, so 116 out of 130. So I can actually go back in if I wanted to, but I'm going to actually fly the ship into the sky and start a new day. That way we'll get some fresh loot and a fresh spawn in the place I'm going to. At the start of the day, you need to go over to this location here and put all of your electronics in it. If you press E, this is going to basically recharge them up for the day, and it's very useful. Now I'm going to check the terminal again, And you're going to see experimentation is fine, assurance is fine, Val has an eclipse, so I don't want to go there. If you fail to make it back to the ship, or both people on the team dies, everything inside of your ship will be lost. So it's crucial that you don't die. Now you actually sometimes come across jumps like these, and you can actually make them. If you jump onto the platform here like this, and then you have to do like a sprint jump across like that. Okay, so now I have 0 days left, and on that day I have to return to the company building and sell all my stuff. So if I type in moons, then it will tell me the company building, confirm, and that's going to route me to the company building. Now if you sell your items before the last day, they will give you a discounted rate for what they pay for the items. So it's always a good idea, if possible, to sell your stuff on the last day. So I'm going to land the ship and I'm going to sell all the items now. So to sell your items, you just need to go over to this window here. Press E, place them down, ring the button, and then they'll go buy your items. I have one more item that I need to get in from the ship. Now this item here is a two-handed item, same as the bottles, meaning that it can't carry other stuff while I'm carrying it. Or I can't interact with stuff. So I've got 116 for that stuff, and I'm going to ring, and hopefully I will get 40 for this. Okay, nice. So I got 51 from it. So total I got, what, 160, 170, something like that? 167, nice. So I beat the quota, and I can fly another day. So I can just start the ship off here, and I can fly off. And I can access the terminal now, and you can see my money has been deposited into the account, so I can go into the store, and I can actually buy a load more stuff. So I can, you know, get some other items that are going to help me along the way. If you fail to meet the deadline, well, the game will over. I won't spoil it for you, but the game is definitely over. So that's basically how you get started with playing Lethal Company. If you have any questions, then be sure to leave them down below. And if you found this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below that it helped. Thank you for watching.